Morning from day 10. It is 6:40 and I got up and going just as about the sun was coming up. So now I'm headed to Cape Spear, and after that I'm actually thinking about maybe getting a room or a bed at a hostel so I can do some laundry, sleep on a bed, and charge my phone and my battery bank. Mostly it's about my battery bank, and shower would be nice, laundry would be nice. But if I didn't charge my phone and my battery bank, I might not have enough to keep all my cameras powered for the rest of the trip. So when I get service, I'll be giving them a call. And check out this. Oh wow. Well, if that isn't a sight. It's beautiful. All right, well, what a morning. Not much else to say. There were some campers back there on the little ridge there. So today, after Cape Spear, I think I have another short, maybe 5-kilometer path. I don't even know. And that takes me into St. John's Harbor. So that's where I plan to figure out what I'm gonna do for the night. I could push ahead, but I just don't know how long that I'll be able to stay at any next stop, and it takes a while to charge up my big battery bank, so I can't just do a resupply and get topped off. It takes longer than that, so that's why I'm thinking a bed is really probably the way to go, so I can plug everything in at night, wake up and have everything good to go, then I can head out in the morning. I'm feeling good. I don't need a rest day. I really wasn't planning on taking one at all. I spoke to a woman yesterday on the trail heading south who offered me a shower and some laundry. But they're on a 4-day backpacking trip, and their house is in Torbay, which I think I'll go through within the next 4 days. So that didn't work out. No big deal, but I just got to figure it out. I guess I'm going to have to take a little break overnight. It's all good. So there's not supposed to be many or any bear on the Avalon Peninsula. I have heard some sightings, but I swear I just saw 2 or 3 piles of scat back there. I'm pretty sure it was bear. I'm not positive, but it looked a lot like it. Definitely a lot of blueberries and such inside. All right, well, I'm back to playing it by ear. I'm at Cape Spear Lighthouse area, and I found a plug. There's not many people here, so I plugged in, and we'll see how long I feel comfortable chilling out here. I may skip the hostel after all. We'll see. All right, well, that was a success. So I spent like 3 or 4 hours here, but I've got fully topped off on my charge, and I should be good to go. I'm not going to be getting a hostel room, And so here we go, last leg of the trip coming right up. I'm guessing I got, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 days left, probably at the most. Anyway, let's do it. Just had my first hot coffee of the trip. That was nice. And the lady in there was very kind and let me just kind of loiter for a while. So I hung out outside for a while in the morning, and after the restaurant opened, sat in there and chatted with them. And so all is good. I did hear from someone coming southbound that up on Signal Hill they were able to actually see some whales, or a whale. That's cool. I thought all the whales were gone, so I'm gonna keep my eye out for that. That would be cool. I don't know that I've ever seen a whale before. So let's do it. All right, so it's 1:20 and I just got started on Dead Man's Bay path, I believe. The path that leads me to St. John's. It's 10 kilometers from here to St. John's, and then it's a 6-kilometer walk through town, and then it goes over Signal Hill rather, sorry. And I'm just not really sure about what the camping is going to be there. Feels like an urban zone, and I'm going into the second half of my day. I'm not really sure what's going to end up happening, but I'm probably going to get through St. John's. So that'll be cool. Maybe I'll grab a beer. I guess that's one of the perks of solo backpacking. I don't know, no one else has to pay the consequences if I go a little too far and can't find a campsite and have to hike a little extra or into the dark a little bit. So Dead Man's Path so far has been mostly in the woods, but there's a view here. Peggy's Leg, let's check it out. Oh wow. Signal Hill up there. Might be there later this afternoon, I have no idea. Alright, so I decided to hold up actually. I realized that I also have a resupply in St. John's. So I thought it was the next day, but it's actually in St. John's. So now I'm looking for a site. I've got, I don't know, maybe 4 kilometers. And let's see what I find. And not half a kilometer later, not even. Not supposed to have fires, but here's a little fire pit. And I think that's going to be flat enough. I might look around a little more, see what I find. Okay guys, I hope that the wind isn't too bad. What can I say? I'm a gambler. I saw a sign, I had 6.9 to 40 when I get to town, the community walk. And I figure I look up at where I'm going to be hiking and I see trees. There's got to be camping up there, so I'm going to push on a little longer. Okay, so you could say I'm super wishy-washy this evening. I went and set my tent up at Gunner's Cove, and because it's a tarp, I happened to set up on an ant's nest or something, and they were just everywhere. So here I am again, pushing on. We'll see where we end up in a little bit. Okay, finally. As you can see, the sun's getting low. I did find a cool spot by Sandy Bottom Lake, I believe it's called. So anyway, here I am. All worked out. Okay, so that last campsite, I ended up getting a ton of ants just crawling all over everything inside. So I decided to move on again. And I found this lake and got here. Got my tarp set up. Got the moon over there. Got the sun setting over the lake. Good night.